Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the secret power of Warwick in the mid lane up against a Kassadin. I still decided to go for D-Shield. Realistically, we could have gotten away with D-Blade, but I don't want you guys to randomly think, oh, he took D-Blade, I should be taking D-Blade in my games. Because the fact of the matter is, if you're up against a poke champ and you don't take Doran Shield, you're kind of screwed. So you can't go wrong with Doran Shield, but with D-Blade, if you play it versus a poke champ, you're gonna get wrecked. You can get perma-poke down, no way to survive. They left a ward here. I'll go ahead and leave my ward there. Allowing to Rengar top. Good luck to Rengar. As long as Allowing can make it to level 2, she's Gucci. We're level 3. Rengar top plays around, constant wave push and keeping grasp up, popping out. Against Cass, I would say we want to try to freeze it on him, because he'll never really have the burst for the first 6 levels to one tap us with his R, just go in and pop us real quick. So we can hover at half health constantly versus him without being punished. Trying to block my back 2 minions here. I don't mind if he gets level 2 first. Auto attack Q through. I'm down to trade this all the way in. He's an absolute mad lad for Q through. We get the auto. I'll flash out, pop barrier, just in case, you never know. So now from this position, he's kind of wrecked. Like, he should have never gone for that. When you play Cass, you lose to everything level 1 in the game. So what he needed to do was give us some respect. But since we're Warwick, he's like, oh, I don't have to respect you. And that's why he got wrecked. So I'll go ahead and get W now. Normally you get W level 2 to push wave. Gives you loads of attack speed if your opponent is below half health or more. So at this point, we can get this pushed and then maybe go mess around with Fiddlesticks. Because we need to crash this wave. We can't freeze it when we have minion advantage and everything like that. I would like to roam on Fiddle. I need level 3 though, so I can definitely kill Fiddle and Cass at the same time 100%. Fiddle's really low damage. He also went Phase Rush, which is unbelievably troll. I'll attack Q. I put the Q on him. Q has more range than your autos do. I could reach him with that, but not really with my autos there. Go ahead and I kind of want to finish this. I'll attack Q. Alright, Fiddle's gonna come gank me here in a second. Auto E, auto, down he goes. Your E is kind of like an auto reset, but in a negative way. Whenever you reactivate your E, it will cancel your auto if you're in the middle one. So in a situation where it really counts like this, I made sure to make my auto attack could technically finish before I reactivated my E. That way, we wouldn't get absolutely wrecked there. Go ahead and get these guys. Got W on. They're super, super low. I'll go ahead and pop potion. I'll use E right when he jumps out. We get the Q attachment into fear. Down she goes. We'll go ahead and stay in push because we have some lethal tempo stacked up. We're at 4 right now. So we might as well set this up to where my teammates can back. She missed everything on that Q. What in the world? I can come back to lace here and wave here and freeze on him. If they ever have 4 more minions than you, even like regardless of kind of where the wave's at, you can hold a perma freeze. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I held E for as long as possible because I'm tanking all of his minions. And you may say, well, you took more damage than he did there, which is true, but I have way more healing than him. So even if I take kind of a bad trade, I can heal it off and he can't. I'll go ahead and put the first 3 points in W, then I'll max my Q. Q max is still fine. Since it is a melee matchup, we're getting disproportionate value out of W versus a melee matchup. Rather, a range who will never really be able to hit with auto attacks. I'm freezing right now. I don't really need him. He stepped up because my cannon was about to die, but realistically, he's kind of just goofing up my wave a little bit. I got my W on him for the attack speed. Got E on. Q through. I still have barrier. I can't really get to him though. Auto Q, auto. Very nice. Yeah, they don't win that fight. Even with them having item advantage. I guess Cass doesn't really have real items. All he has is mana, which does no damage. I have R. Go ahead and R him. Q through immediately. Auto Q. Yeah, I couldn't quite cut it there. With my movement speed, getting out of turret range is super tedious. Plus his magic shield he gets from his Q kept him alive, because all of our abilities do magic damage, including our auto attacks additional damage. Something to keep in mind. This wave is pushing back to us. He gets the shutdown goal. That freaking sucks. First item rush, I'm thinking Bork. I will get Merc Treads this game 100% because their mid is AP and their jungle is AP. So Merc Treads super high value, plus cast slow, Fiddle Fear, Fiddle Silence, Pantheon Stun, Rengar Slow, Rengar Snare. Every single CC they have other than Trist R, we can interact with Tenacity. I need to get a ward down real quick. Slightly farther out there to give myself some more vision for when Pantheon or Fiddle come. Now we're going to freeze on him. Auto attack Q. Q is always your auto reset because it has more range. So if you can reach him with an auto, you can reach him with a Q. He's missing a lot of CS here. He's level 6 now, so he can put a little bit more pressure on us, but not as much as you'd think. Because if his R is on cooldown, we eat him alive. I think our Q didn't go through there, or his Q might have soaked it with his magic shield. It's a really cool matchup because Cass is hyper meta right now, since his 2 core items got giga buffed. He's missing pretty much every CS right now. He has 4 more range creeps in us, actually 5, so we can hold a permafreeze here even with them in the front line. If you're not actually attacking anything, it's good to put like buffer and attack on them like I'm doing there. You see I'm clicking on him and then I'll cancel it and attack something else or just stand still. That way if he jumps in, we'll immediately attack him like this. He got attacked immediately because I had it buffered. We'll hit him with R, and down he goes. Buffering attacks is OP. If they can quickly go in and go out, it makes a huge difference. It's a skill not many people practice or really think about. Because it's frame for frame. The millisecond he R'd in, my guy hit him because I had already clicked on him to attack, even though most likely I would end up canceling that action. Since if he didn't R in, obviously I'm not going to sprint past his minions and miss my CS. Now we hold the freeze for as long as we want. Get our ward down. I might have thinned it out too much. The cannon is still alive though, which does as much damage as about 2 or 3 minions. So as long as that lives, it's going to keep this wave nice and juicy for us. I have barrier, so I'm not too worried. I'm still buffering my autos on him when I see him step forward. So if he does go in, I'll immediately be able to get something on him. Got my barrier down. Nice try, Cass. The turret didn't aggro him there, though, unfortunately. Because I guess Fiddle was still tanking the shots. So Cass got kind of lucky there. I certainly didn't need to turn. I thought I could bait with barrier, which we did. It's just that the way the turret focused wasn't too helpful. I'll pressure this. I'll cut off the Cass. He seems to be roaming to that. If he's smart, he'll realize my wave's pushing to him. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. He just AoE'd the wave. Go and pop W for the attack speed movement speed towards him. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Auto attack Q. He's kind of running out of mana. Yeah, I got a shield, guys. Yeah, good luck. Auto attack Q. He still has so much mana, it's insane. With how much he's been using. We Q through, get the attach. Very nice. Rengar can't fight me. I'm 6 stack lethal tempo right now. Bruh. I'm 6 stack lethal tempo, my dude. I didn't need to flash for that rip. Since my lethal tempo is already stacked, even if he technically did have more gold spent than me, he can't fight it. Like, there's no way. He has grasp at full stack lethal tempo. There's no way for him to win that. So much extra attack speed. Essentially have 80% bonus attack speed there, and he goes in. He didn't realize. Something a lot of people don't realize when you're fighting a lethal tempo or conquer champion, if they're already stacked up, that's a heavy part of the equation that if you don't take into account, you'll constantly lose fights and you won't understand why. Baited out her jump. I probably didn't even need to get that. I'll go back mid. What in the world? Fiddlesticks is here. Q through. I didn't think Trist had stayed. I'm dead. I fudged. I greeted really hard there. I didn't need to do that, especially since that shutdown goal. The risk reward ratio was way off there. Plus I was sitting on a full item purchase. That's my bad. I really thought Trist back because she was missing so much health and mana. Like, why stay with that? Lee Sin doesn't want minions. Why take minions when you can take camps, which are worth less gold and XP? You know what they say. Got Bork, Mercs into... I like Divine right now. I think Divine's slept on. It feels really, really nice. It is more on the pricey side, but with Jack Joe's recent nerfs, I'm not a big fan of it on Warwick right now. And Heart still is a trash noob trap item for Warwick as well. Not worth it. Not worth it. Go ahead and push this, play for Dragon. My R's up. Might as well. I should still have item advantage over a lot of these players. Level advantage. Oh, he got to his crown. Crown's incredibly inexpensive too. 2,800 gold for a full non-support mythic is kind of crazy. Mythics generally start at 3,000 gold for a tank mythic and get all the way up to like 3,400 for 80 carry mythics. We get the EQ attached. Very cool. We back out of turret shot in midair. I'm chilling. I still have R and barrier, so I'm not going to die. Good job from the Lee Sin. Cass knows he can't fight us. He's scaling up, though. His scaling's kind of scary. We're at 2 dragons, which is great for Warwick. Warwick's not a split pusher, so he needs dragons for his team fight scalability, since he tends to fall off in the later part of the game. I got the attachment there with just the normal bite because the timing was so crisp. I'm getting big speed up off of bot side, so I'm able to kind of just run into him here. Trying to keep his back line extra alive. Wave should push to me now. I can hold permafreeze easy. This minion's getting focused, unfortunately. Is what it is. Getting him to waste a lot of mana. Granted, he basically has infinite mana, but still. We get the attachment. I could potentially R him there. Auto, Q, auto. Yeah, they don't win this. Yep. Yeah, good luck on that, man. Once you have your Bork, you're insane. Plus we had barrier there, so they couldn't really pinch. Even with Fiddle R, 1v2. Look, we're 1 full item. He's 1 full item. We have very minor gold spent advantage over Cass in this moment. Granted, we are on 2k gold. That 2k gold isn't actually helping us. It's not actually helping. He's gonna lose his turret. He can't really stay here. He's lost all of its HP. Their whole team's missing. It's making me nervous. I'll go ahead and just take it. We are up 50 CS. 2 levels. What is that? 8 kills, 3 assists. W. Scare him away. I don't really have the back since I have Merc Treads. Him and Fiddle can't kill me even 2v1 like you saw. It's not possible. Fiddle even had his stopwatch. Stopwatch is only gonna do so much. If I still had Castle Auto and minions, I still had things to heal off of, so him going into stopwatch mode didn't really do anything. He did it because he was out of abilities. He had nothing else to use. All he could do was auto me at that point, which is not gonna do much. Hopefully my cannon dies. I don't want him to get that. Nice, he missed his cannon. I would like red buff. I ping him on my way. My teammates decide, hey, you know what? That's a good idea. Oh, Rengar's here. My blood scent went on to someone else. They were closer. Q through. That's a double fear. I don't really want to use R because I already know. Oh, this is bad. Maybe I should have. I didn't think I needed to reset, but wow, that fight went bad. They have all 5 people mid. That was a 3v5. Let's go for... Tempted to go for Gore Drinker. Gore Drink would be really good versus their triple melee comp. Gives you every stat you need to. Omni Vamp ability, hates HP, AD. Gives you more AD than Divine. You don't get the Spell Shield passive though. You know, I'll try the Gore Drink. I would only recommend Gore Drinker if they have 3 or more melee champs. If you can't hit 3 or more people with a Gore Drink semi-consistently, it's going to be hard for it to outvalue the Divine Sunder. Because Divine's giving you armor and magic penetration. Pretty useful. We need to keep playing for dragons, of course. Thanks, Caitlin. Appreciate the leash there. Triss is in the bot lane. I'm gonna run her down once she has nowhere to go. Let's make sure she's in the circle, and you see it's on her. Tier 2 boots. I'm faster though. Wow, Fiddle was actually over here. We get the double fear. I still have barrier as well and R. That's what I'm talking about, man. Warwick's Bork. I didn't even use Gore Drink, right? We had Gore Drinker, we had barrier, we had R. They cannot fight that even with Fiddle R. That's what I love about this character. The raw meatiness in the early mid game is palpable. Collapsing on our Lowy, we're playing for Dragon. They shouldn't be able to contest. Fiddle's dead. I have pressure bot. That is one bad thing about Gore Drinker. If you don't like using activatable items, certainly don't build this over Divine. Divine, you don't even have to think about using. You can forget you even have it. With Gore Drinker, if you forget you have it, the item is absolutely not worth it. Hey, Triss. Auto Q attach. Down you go. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I could have just flash killed her. Turret was doing some absurd donkey damage there. It was aggroing us when I wasn't anticipating it initially, but then I chose to just walk through it. Our red buff burn was still on her after I had disengaged and gone back in. So she ended up getting that. Yeah, the turret did 2,100 damage. Holy crap. Absurd. Taking Death's Dance from here or Shojun. Shojun's really freaking solid on Warwick. If you're fed like I am. If you're not fed, then certainly don't buy this overpriced item. For the gold, you probably can't justify it. Not taking gold into account though, Shojun's kind of crazy. Third item rush. I mean, at 3,400 gold, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Not cheap. I had the perfect attach on the Triss too, man. I just messed up. Should have used flash. I didn't commit enough for it. You get the dragon at least. Playing for soul. That's perfect. My R is ready. I don't know where Rengar thinks he's going. Hey, buddy. I used E kind of soon there. Auto Q through. I have the Gore Drink here as well. Q through. Hey, friends. That's a big Gore Drink right there. I don't think Tristana realizes how fed I am. She has absolutely no idea how beefy. Is that the real Fiddle? It is the real Fiddle. Good thing I have Merc Treads. I don't even have to flash. He has nothing. Cancel his Drain with Fear. Mix in the Gore Drink. Down he goes. I could have used Gore Drink a little bit later in that last fight. I mixed it in on the earlier side for sure. Alai wasn't even there and they just lost it. With the best type of tankiness in the league is percent-based reduction. Because even if they're piercing 99% of your armor with special items and abilities, I'm still reducing 35% of the total damage, so That's why it's the best. By far. One of the best tank abilities in the game. It simply can't kill you. Rengar was coming over here. I want him to jump on me. Auto attack Q. Got that. Tristana panicked and jumped away. Oh, well, I must have landed soul pull on her. Because they could have potentially killed me there. They had the Trist autos because I fed her so much shutdown gold already. I have nowhere to go. Can I take this? Oh, wow. Even after I was just in champion combat, taking damage half a second ago, still lets me take it. Very cool. Time to wrap this game up. R's on cooldown. Someone taking this? I can flash over this wall, or even Q over if they're close enough. Pantheon doesn't have stun. I go through for the double fear. Then flash away. Hit him with Q auto into R. Hit her with fear. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Let's go. We'll take it. That's a GG's well played right there if I've ever seen one. Yep. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. Love me some Warwick in the mid lane. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we have the most in the game. Very cool. Damage taken, most in the game. Very cool. Self-mitigated, most in the game. Very cool. I think that is the definition of something that is too strong, even if it was overly situational. Like, oh, you're playing against a melee mid laner. I get it, but still. Regardless of the situation, if a champion can deal the most, take the most, and self-mitigate the most, that's, in my opinion, a lack of balance. And that's why Riot has so many issues trying to balance bruiser style champions, because it's very rare tanks can one shot or just go, or more specifically, it's rare for tanks to be able to just go in 1v3 1v4 and kill everyone on there by themselves. It doesn't really work. But for bruisers, they can, while simultaneously taking the most damage and self-mitigating the most. Kind of wonky, but man, is it fun. It's not fun to play against. For runes, really high value. I hope you guys enjoyed this Warwick mid lane commentary. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.